Well, if you make minimum wage in this province, your paychecks will be a little higher. Beginning today, it jumped 75 cents from $8.75 to $9.50 an hour. For years, BC had the lowest minimum wage in the country. So how do we compare now? Dana Hutchings joins us now with more in Checkpoint.
Stacey, minimum wage here was $8 an hour for nearly a decade. On May 1st, it jumped to $8.75. Today, as you said, $9.50. And next May, the final increment will kick in, making it $10.25. While we were the lowest in the country, we're now in the middle. The highest minimum wage is in Nunavut at $11 an hour. Ontario pays $10.25. BC and New Brunswick are at $9.50. Alberta is $9.40. And the lowest minimum wage in the country is now in the Yukon, where it's $9 an hour. Now, there is one exception to minimum wage in BC. That is for liquor servers. They make $8.75, and the reason? They receive tips. But the BC Federation of Labour says that's discrimination. Other service workers make tips and still make minimum wage.
At the end of the day, servers are going to be $1.50 an hour behind everybody else in the province who gets the minimum wage. And that's fundamentally wrong. That's $3,000 less in income every year because the restaurant associations put on a lobby to keep the wages down of people in the restaurant industry. They earn 43% of the average minimum wage, so they're already at the bottom end of the economy, and now we're going to punish them twice.
And our checkpoint question tonight, is BC's new minimum wage enough to live on? You can tweet us at @check_news, on Facebook at facebook.com/checknews, or email checkpoint@checknews.ca. And starting tonight, we're getting even more interactive. We have a new way for you to share your opinion with our Checkpoint web poll. You can vote yes or no to today's question on our website, checknews.ca. Stacey, today minimum wage workers are getting 75 cents more an hour. They'll get another 75 cents in May. Our Checkpoint question tonight, is BC's new minimum wage enough to live on? Here's what you had to say in Victoria.
Not quite. I think livable wage is more like 13, 14, 15, but it's definitely an improvement.
I think it should be raised to 10. $9.50 just doesn't sound like a lot enough.
No, $9.50 is basically a slap in the face.
It's getting there. Anything that goes up is the right direction, but I don't think it's nearly enough.
And from Twitter, Tricia says no, not in Victoria. It's great if you're a student or looking to make some extra cash, but not to live. Sabine on Facebook says, I'd challenge any politician to live on this wage for 2 months without the benefit of having their own house to live in and actually having to live on these meager means. See how quickly things change. Candace says, I don't see how someone could support a family on minimum wage. Every time I go to the grocery store to get milk, bread, and a few other essentials, I just cringe and wonder, how do these people struggling do it? And our web poll results so far are pretty overwhelming. 5% of people voted yes, and 95% voted no. The new minimum wage is not enough to live on. Of course, the web poll is a new feature, so check back in the days ahead for future topics. And that's tonight's Checkpoint.